Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is your Maker 2199 here. Today's video is going to be the first tips and tricks video that I'm going to post in my channel. So let's cover the basics. I'm just going to assume that you guys have never played Call of Duty before. So the very first things you guys want to do in this scenario is to decide on the style of gamer that you guys want to be. Whether you want to be a rusher like I am, or you guys want to stand back and control an area like some guys do. Whatever it may be, just decide what type of game do I want to play first. After you guys have decided, it is important to have some basic knowledge of the game. Let's take the weapons for example. If you're an SMG player, you're going to be playing close and personal because those weapons have too much recoil and not enough power to kill players that are at a distance. If you guys play with an assault rifle like I'm doing in this game, you're going to try to keep a moderate distance between you and your opponent because that's the place where the weapon is more effective. So getting familiar with the weapons and their effective range is the best thing to do. After that, the second thing you guys want to do is make sure you have the proper explosive and tactical equipment for the style of gaming you want to do. If you're going to be camping or controlling an area, a trip mine would be better. For me, a rusher, a Semtex grenade is actually a lot better because I'm able to stuck people when I'm actually at a pinch and need to get out. So it is very important to understand tactical weapons and also your perks. The perks that you guys choose should complement your gameplay. Another important aspect that you guys want to look into is map awareness. If you've never played the game, it's going to take a few times for you to actually understand the flow of the maps and how other people play the game and how you should be playing it as well. So map awareness is extremely important. Before you guys just jump into a game, take the time to look at the map layout, play a few games by yourself, familiarize yourself with the map. Don't just jump into a game and expect to learn it as you go. That usually doesn't end up well for the player. The point here is that you guys want to do the best you can in a game, and in order to do that, you guys need to prepare yourself. It isn't fun when you guys jump into a brand new game and veterans keep on destroying you. You get super frustrated and you just give up and never give it another chance. So we want to avoid that. Why are these tips so essential? Let me tell you guys about my very first Call of Duty experience. It wasn't a great one. I started gaming Call of Duty back when Black Ops 1 had come out. The very first thing I did was just jump straight into a game with the random class and everything. And my gameplay was terrible. My results were terrible. And every team member that I had that had been actually playing the game for a while were complaining about my stats. And it was actually very embarrassing for me to realize how terrible of a player I was. I am sure that if I would have had taken the time to have actually followed these tips back in the day, my very first Call of Duty experience would have been very different. It wouldn't have been as terrible as it was, and actually getting good gameplay wouldn't have taken me as long as it did, because it did take me a really long time for me to understand the game, how to play it, and be able to get a decent score like I do now. Shortly after, Modern Warfare 3 came out, and I just made the assumption that because it's a Call of Duty game, it's going to be the exact same thing. So I didn't look into none of these things. And the very first game that I got was also terrible. So not because it's a Call of Duty game, it doesn't mean that it's going to be played exactly the same. For example, the snipers on Black Ops 1 had a sway. Modern Warfare 3, the sniper never had a sway, so it was much easier for you guys to get gameplay with the sniper. So being familiarized with just simple information, taking a look at these first tips that I gave you will actually make you a better player. Don't do what I did, because it was extremely frustrating for me to jump into a Call of Duty game, have all the ridicule from my other players or teammates just talking smack because I did terrible. It wasn't a pleasant experience. Let's put it that way. So do some homework, but don't expect to be dropping some crazy KDs right away. It's actually gonna take you guys some time to adjust to other factors that I'll get into that in a different video. I'm just trying to help you guys not have an unpleasant experience. You're frustrated at Call of Duty and want to give up. I'm trying to give you guys the best tips that I can for you guys to have better games than what I did when I was just starting. So the main purpose of me sharing these tips is so that you guys can formulate a strategy. That way you just don't dive into a thing right away, and you guys will be able to have more success. So why is it important to have a strategy? On anything that you do in life, not just gaming, it is essential for you guys to have a strategy before you even dive into the problem or whatever it is that you guys want to accomplish. For example, let's say that you guys are the coach of a team. Would it be wise for you, as the coach, to just look at the roster on game day and decide who's gonna play and who's gonna sit? Of course it wouldn't. You wouldn't be successful at all. That's the exact same reason why there are so many practices before the season even starts. The coaches, whether you believe it or not, are formulating their strategy, their game plan for the entire season, or just for the first upcoming games, because they want to do, or they want to play the best they can. They're actually doing it so that the whole team or organization can be successful. So this applies to you guys as upcoming gamers. Why wouldn't you guys take the time to strategize and figure out what type of player you guys hope to be before the game even comes out? That is kind of crazy to me, and I'm just sharing this because I used to do the same stuff before. Now, since Modern Warfare 3, I've always taken the time to inform myself on the new weapons, maps, abilities that are coming to the new game. That way I will always have an advantage over those players that didn't take the time to strategize. That happened to me on this game, Black Ops 3. Before it came out, I had seen a bunch of informative videos on the new maps and weapons, and I already knew what to expect. So when I got my copy at the release date, I actually went to the event. I got home and I started playing it right away, and I was having a lot more success than other people that had been playing this game for longer than I have. So it was really nice to see how strategizing before I even had a copy of the game helped me beat better players than me, I guess you could say. So we're coming to the end of the video here. I hope you guys have learned something. Hopefully you guys will strategize before you just dive into the game, especially if you're newcomers. Hopefully I'll see you there. Thank you, enjoy. Like and subscribe if you haven't done so. Thank you.